The pain is falling slow. The joy that once held all my love is now below. The dreams I dreamt on a brighter day don't shine like days away, I still need you. And I think about the future, and I get anxious of all the things that I can't be sure of, that I can't control it. Every little thing between. If I lost you, I'd lose everything. In the city streets, there are those I meet on a journey. To be someone, to be spoken of, wrote down in history. But when the striving saves the soul away and all security, I would dare to say that there's a better way to chase your dreams. 'Cause I think about the future, and I get anxious of all the things that I can't be sure of, and I can't control it. Every little thing between. If I lost you, I'd lose everything. As we think about the future, and we get anxious of all these things we can't be sure of, no one can control it. All these stupid things between. love to escape the rain, not to have a conversation. And that's the moment you step in to find some shelter too, and get a word you saying back, girl. Her eyes are red and blue, 'cause I don't know what your lips are saying, and get a word, but it's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. And just a small hello, so that we can say, it doesn't sound like much, but it's enough to make me stay. It's just a small hello, more than thousand words, 'cause it's a small hello that makes me take. And then the rain was speaking still. It started pouring. We just ignored the flood and laughed at the thunder roaring, 'cause the drumming of the rain cannot compare with to have it speeding like a train. 3,000 feet and 'cause I don't know what your lips are saying. Driving up north on the Trans-Canada Highway, night is sweet, driving up north on the Trans-Canada Highway, night is sweet, thousand stars. Should I stay with you? I know. Should I stay for more? Should I stay with you? I know now. Don't want to leave anymore. Want to be on my home, loving life with you. I want to be on home. Harvest moon it is, playing in the car. The good old Neil Young is on my side once again. I can see your eyes and I can feel your pulse. Your beating heart gives me the rhythm. Should I stay with you? I know. Should I stay for more? Should I stay with you? I know now. Don't wanna leave anymore. I wanna be home. like a little mirror from your magic box. I feel it with the ocean sun. I take it with me whenever I go. Will be like you smile on my soul. Should I stay with you? I know. Should I stay for more? Should I stay with you? I know now. Don't wanna leave.